Lastly, we're going to play with the matrix2D option. This allows us to create a grid of lights. Again, we have some controls in here. Horizontal and vertical interval will define the distance horizontally and vertically between each of your fixtures. I am now working with the LEDs, which are quite small, so I'm going to set the horizontal and vertical to 20 centimeters or 0.2 meters. Then we have the columns and rows that defines how many columns and how many rows our grid is going to have. As we have 100 fixtures, I am going to do a 10 by 10 grid. Next, we again have the plane control to decide whether the grid is flat on the floor, up against the side wall or the back wall. Again, I'm going for the back wall, so I'm going to do XZ. The next controls define how the fixtures are laid out in the grid. We need to know where the first and last fixture is so that we can make the real lighting grid exactly the same as our virtual lighting grid. Horizontal direction will control whether we go left to right or right to left, putting the first fixture on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. Vertical direction will control whether the first fixture is the top or the bottom. And then matrix direction will control whether it goes horizontal first or vertical first. Using these three controls, we can put the first fixture in any corner of the grid. Again, we have a relative option, which I'm leaving at no, and when we're finished, I'll press Apply and Close to see the results. As you can see, the console has put the LEDs into a grid. I'm now going to jump to using my encoders so that I can reposition these fixtures in a slightly better position on stage. Just make sure I have all my fixtures selected and turn your encoders to position them where you want them. One tip with LEDs: as with all fixtures, they are initially positioned pointing down onto the stage, so to see the LEDs I will have to rotate all the heads to point towards me. This is done by pressing the position 1 of 2 button to get it into rotation mode, and turning the X-axis through -90 degrees. Now you can see the white faces of the LEDs.